Thank you for logging on to this Norwell High School sports broadcast brought to you by WellsCountyVoice.com, a division of the Voice Enterprises. This broadcast wouldn't be possible without the support of our sponsors you hear throughout the game, so be sure to visit their businesses and use their services as often as possible, and tell them thanks for their support. We encourage you to go to the games and support your local team, but when you just can't make it, we're here for you. Now it's time for the pregame show on WellsCountyVoice.com.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Norwell Lady Night Basketball on WellsCountyVoice.com. This is Greg Van Meter along with Derek Decker, and tonight a special cameraman, Alex Howard. You're not going to hear him, but you're going to see his good work throughout the evening. We appreciate you joining us for this big game in NE8 conference play. Derek, tell us a little bit about it.
Yeah, this means so much to the Norwell Lady Knights. A win guarantees a conference victory for the second straight season, and it means so much to Coach Thornton. It was one of his two main goals coming into this regular season. Number one, win the conference, and number two, win a sectional that's much improved with a very good Belmont team in that one. Absolutely.
Norwell overall 13-8 coming into this one with that 5-1 conference record. East Noble 13-10, and we're looking at a dandy up here, a good crowd at East Noble High School tonight in Kendallville. Of course, we've got their always spectacular pep band playing tonight. We've been enjoying that now for quite a while, and good crowd. Norwell, even with the long drive, has brought a decent amount of people up here tonight, Derek, and they're looking to celebrate at least a co-champion tonight.
Yeah, that's right. A Belmont loss and a Norwell win would guarantee a Norwell solo victory, and the conference champions wouldn't have to share it with anybody. Of course, it doesn't mean anything in the Northeast State because there's no tiebreaker. If you're champion, right, you're a champion. So that's how it works in this conference. However, things could really get interesting if both Norwell and Belmont lose. A Huntington North victory would guarantee a four-way conference split, which happened on the boys' side last year.
Yeah, that's exactly right, which is incredible considering the fact it was the first year for the conference. Tells you what kind of parity there is in this new, relatively new NE8 conference. And the East Noble team, I think, from perception anyway, maybe has played a little bit better, even though they're three in the conference, than what most folks anticipated.
Yeah, that's right. They suffered a tough loss to Belmont, 32-30 in the first conference game of the year, I believe. So we know that East Noble has the potential to get after it on defense, and that's probably what we're going to be looking at this evening. The computer prediction has it 47-43, tipping to Norwell, which actually surprises me a little bit. This is a very difficult place to win. The last two times we've been up here, the last time the girls were up here, it was an 18-point East Noble victory.
Right.
The Knights shot less than 20% from the field, and then last year for the boys matchup, they got blown out. And they were in the driver's seat for the conference at that point, so this is a very difficult place to win, and it's always a good atmosphere, always on a Friday or Saturday night. It's always fun up here in Kendallville.
It sure is, and they treat us very well up here. We've got a great spot to broadcast from here at East Noble. Of course, it's a beautiful gym with a nice concourse 3/4 of the way around the playing surface. They've got nice wide staircases up to this level on this north end, and just a really rich history of excellent sports up here. Of course, the all-state athletes over the years with their jerseys up in the hallway and so forth. Really a lot of fun to kind of look at and see how over time some of the excellent athletes they've had here at East Noble. But this girls team with 4 seniors on the East Noble Lady Knights, they lost some height last year. 2 6-footers and a 5'11" player from last year, and about 35 points a game. This year, they are averaging only 42 points a game, but they're only giving up 39.
Yeah, it's a slower paced game than Norwell. I think if Norwell is able to control the pace in this game and getting it out, spread it out a little bit, run a little bit more, I think Norwell is more accustomed to that pace than the Lady Knights of East Noble. So if they're able to control it from the tip, we'll have a good shot at taking home a victory.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me to see them put quite a bit of pressure on, maybe extend that 1-3-1 all the way out to maybe 3/4 court. Norwell averaging right at 53 points a game offensively coming into this one, and giving up almost 49 points a game. So it's just a different style of play. Norwell, after an extremely slow start, their last couple of games have really played much better in the second half, both against New Haven and Lures on Tuesday night.
Yeah, especially against Lures. Lures is a team that has a struggling record, but that's not a bad team at all. Coach Thornton talked about after the game how they're in a lot of games against some good teams, and they just kind of fade away in the last couple minutes of a game. And I think that's kind of what happened. It happened in the third quarter against Norwell. They eventually started to stretch that lead until it was all the way up to 20 points.
Right.
It was a good win for the Lady Knights. And, of course, this is the last game before the sectional against Mississinawa coming up on Tuesday at 6 o'clock. That's a struggling team. If they're able to get by that, they're going to have the toughest game in the sectional against Belmont.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see. I'm really interested to see how that Leo at Belmont game goes tonight. Leo definitely capable of winning that basketball game, but they're going to have to play well to beat Grace Hunter and the crew on their home court indicator.
Yeah, that's one of the teams Norwell I thought played really well against in the conference was Leo. And they didn't play bad at Belmont either. I think that was a really good road win. Took good care of the basketball, shot well enough that they were able to hang on and win because they had a big lead early, and that's really what boosted them to victory over Indicator. But Belmont with the win, as mentioned earlier, does guarantee themselves at least co-champions of this conference tonight.
Well, the Lady Knights are going to have to shoot it well, I think, tonight. Going to have to take advantage of possibly a foul shot advantage against a slower team. That's been up and down throughout the course of this year, which is kind of the nature of this particular Eric Thornton coach team. It's been a roller coaster of a season for them.
Yeah, that's right. It's about 60% on the season. They've consistently shot right around that number. They've thrown a few games in there, such as Whitco. So they had some, and Carroll was a good game at the line as well, but they shot pretty well from the line. I mean, this team's capable of doing that. Coach Thornton said he's never worked hard with a team, and it's showing up here at the end of the season. They're starting to throw in some games where they're shooting 70, 75% from the line, and that's one of the little things you got to do along with taking care of the basketball, especially on the road, to get a victory.
Absolutely. Thank you, Derek. We'll take a quick break, hear from a couple sponsors, and be back with the balance of your pregame show after these words.
At Adams Memorial Hospital, we care for the things that mean the most to you, your health, your family, and your community. Compassion is just as important to us as being accredited, or our Follow My Health online patient portal, or having top-of-the-line medical technology. Because at Adams Memorial Hospital, exceptional care means listening a little longer, a hug, or a kind gesture from a nurse. Compassion and medical expertise. That's Adams Memorial Hospital. Exceptional care close to you.
Bluffton Plumbing, Heating, and Electric strives to be your total service provider. Their licensed technicians can handle all of your electrical, plumbing, heating, and cooling needs, and now offers duct cleaning. No job is too small or too large for their service professionals. From electrical repairs, water heater replacements, sewer and drain cleaning, well repair, and remodel jobs. Bluffton Plumbing, Heating, and Electric, located behind Lowe's on Commerce Drive in Bluffton, 888-824-3332. That's 824-3332.
Welcome back to East Noble. You'll get to enjoy the national anthem with us this evening, as I am certain that this outstanding band will get a chance to play the national anthem as the cheerleaders line up at midcourt and in front of the Norwell bench. Norwell in there. This is the Coaches for Cancer game, and it has been for years. But I love these uniforms that the Knights wear. They wear it in both places, both at home when they play East Noble in this game, and then up here playing East Noble tonight. That shade of pink. It's unique. You just don't see too many teams with all pink uniforms.
That's right, and it's all for a very good cause, and it's a special memory. It brings some emotions to the table on this evening, but it's always a fun game up here. This venue is great. It brings to life, I think, basketball, and kind of represents what Indiana basketball is all about. Sound carries well in here. It's all pretty good. As the public address announcer, same guy for football as well, is running through the sportsmanship announcement at this point.
And we are set now for your national anthem. East Noble's pep band makes most pep bands look like a quartet.
It's huge.
It is a big group of people. We'll join the public address announcer now here for the starting lineups. Once again, those starters for the visitors on the scoreboard, your Lady Knights of Norwell. It's Brielle Wilson, Aubrey Dunnick, Kaylee Roller, Courtney Beer, and Logan Rouse for head coach Eric Thornton in his 20th year at Norwell with a record of 305 wins and 155 losses heading into this last regular season game of the 16-17 year for East Noble Lady Knights. It's Grace Irwin, Corey Jones, Lainey Allen, Abby Peterson, and Kara Klein for head coach Deanne Booth in her 5th year at East Noble with a record of 79-41. And we are set for the tip-off, and it is stolen by Logan Rouse. Good job by Logan of anticipating where that ball was going, and the Knights with the first possession of the game. East Noble playing a man-to-man defense to start this one off. That's Roller with the basketball up top. Trying to do a little two-person game there with Logan Rouse. Good job by Klein on defense there as Roller's three-pointer is off. It'll be out of bounds, and it'll go to East Noble.
It's a long possession for Norwell, but not a bad look as Rouse found the open Roller and just not able to knock the shot down. And the defense is going to be pretty good, I think, all night for East Noble.
Kara Klein really did a great job of preventing Logan Rouse from turning the corner in the lane. And if she can keep that up, it's definitely going to have an effect on Norwell's offense. That's Corey Jones with the basketball. I know Coach Booth expecting a lot of things out of her as that turnover goes Norwell's game, the first of the game. A little quickly the other way. That's Wilson. Might have got away with a travel. Logan Rouse wide open for a three, no good. Dunnick battling for the rebound, but it's controlled by Jones. She'll head the other way. Lainey Allen, the senior, listed at 5'9", number 24 on this right wing, as Norwell also in a man-to-man defense to start this thing. East Noble will be very patient. Remember, we mentioned they only average just a few over 40 points a game. That's Allen with the basketball. Seems like she's been here about 7 years. Doesn't it?
It does.
That's Kara Klein. She's a 5'10 junior. As Grace Irwin, number 10, just a sophomore. There's a long three by Allen, no good. Rouse controlling the rebound.
Nice strong rebound by Logan Rouse inside. It gives the Knights another opportunity on offense.
Under 6 minutes left in this first quarter. Neither team with any points yet, as a foul is going to be called on the floor. And it's going to go on Grace Irwin. She fouled Brielle Wilson cutting across the lane. Inbounds play. Dunnick was trying to get it to Roller. Good defense there by Grace Irwin. It'll remain Norwell's ball. Actually, that was Corey Jones who got a handle on it. Rouse tries to go baseline. Can't get it to go, but gets her own rebound and gets it up and in. First score of the night belongs to your Lady Knights. They open up a quick 2-0 lead as nice save there by Roller. Almost created the turnover. The Knights in their 1-3-1 trap now after that score. Stepping up with the shot and the score, Corey Jones ties it up. A 17-footer there from Jones. Not quite as deliberate, Derek, as I thought East Noble might be.
Wow.
And an illegal screen is going to be called, I believe, on Aubrey Dunnick.
Yeah, back to your point there, as they've hoisted a couple quick shots here early, so I am a little surprised on offense so far, but I guess maybe they think that they can play up to the pace of what a regular Norwell game is, and if they're able to do that, they're going to have a good shot at winning.
Dunnick with the team's first foul. Still running the trap defense here with Brielle Wilson up top. Allen able to split the defense. There's a long three, no good. And the rebound battled for on the ground. That's going to be a foul on Kaylee Roller. And I think they're going to call it a shooting foul as Kara Klein heads to the line. That'll be Roller's first, team second. 4:46 left in this first quarter. As Klein's free throw just a bit strong. She's listed at 5'10". Derek, she looks taller than that to me.
She plays a little bigger as well, as we just saw in that last possession.
Klein gives East Noble the lead, 3-2. East Noble staying in the man-to-man after their score. Little weave up top as Rouse turns the corner this time. Can't get the shot to go. And the rebound controlled by Irwin. East Noble head the other way with Corey Jones handling it, being guarded by Courtney Beer. Courtney's been shooting it much better lately. Huge mismatch, though, right now. She's trying to guard Kara Klein up top. She's looking for somebody to switch with, and she does. That's Irwin with the basketball. East Noble's going to be very patient, and a traveling call on Laney Allen as Kaylee Roller did a good job of jumping her route and created that turnover. Is that three already on East Noble?
Second turnover forced by the Lady Knights, but they've done a nice job of taking care and getting good looks on their end of the floor.
Norwell running that weave as Roller drives, gets it up and in.
Much more controlled flip as she's able to play through a little bit of contact and drive to the basket to get the basket.
Yeah, she got it in the square, which is always helpful. You try to go up above that square, the degree of difficulty gets much more difficult as the angle pass is successful and East Noble couldn't get it to go. Boy, that's how you beat that 1-3-1 zone. The Knights are going to have to be very active on the baseline as Roller turns it over. Jones quickly the other way. Allen working through traffic. They're going to call a foul on Logan Rouse as she got the shooting hand of Laney Allen. Allen will go to the line with a chance to put the East Noble Lady Knights back in front.
Laney had a nice crossover dribble as she was driving.
She did. 3:19 left in this first quarter as Allen with a good-looking free throw ties it up. East Noble's got a good crowd here tonight, Derek.
They sure do. Actually, it was even fuller at the start of the JV game. cheer camp, the
Okay.
youth cheer camp, as they're all sitting on that other side over there. We're all recognized and went through some routines at halftime of the JV game.
Very good. So East Noble back in front. Ooh, dangerous pass. Almost picked off there by Grace Irwin. Backdoor pass from Rollers stolen away. And Brielle Wilson steals it right back. She'll wait for the rest of her offense. Roller and Beer. Oh, nice pass underneath. As Dunnick can't quite hold on to it, she'll turn it over.
3 turnovers apiece now for both teams.
Not a huge number, but there hadn't been that many possessions here in this first quarter. 2:51 left. Very low scoring so far.
Yeah, East Noble's only attempted 4 shots.
Yeah. Well, Norwell hadn't attempted many more than that, although they have had a couple of offensive rebounds. Jones resetting things for East Noble. That's a nice pass underneath, partially blocked. It was Abby Peterson. She gets her own rebound, though, as now Klein gets it to go. And they're going to call a foul, I believe, on Aubrey Dunnick. Kind of a tough foul. Not much contact there at all.
Dunnick had 2 good blocks on that set, and it is going to go on Dunnick. That's number 2, and that could be significant as we roll forward here in the first half. Dunnick's a key part inside, especially on the defensive end, where she's able to create blocks and contest shots.
Well, she's replaced by Brianne Barger. Coach Thornton not wanting her to pick up a quick third foul. As Klein able to convert the three-point play. East Noble now up by 4. Are you a little surprised, Derek, that East Noble stayed in that man-to-man?
I am.
Brielle Wilson for 3. Well, that's an area that, if the Knights can shoot it well, would be a major uptick for them as they go back to the man-to-man after that score. They have really struggled from beyond the arc the last couple of games. Just 2 for 22. Oh, that's double dribble, yeah. Just 2 for 22 against New Haven, as Grace Irwin kind of lost her way there. Minute 51 left in this first quarter. Roller drifts left. Rouse just cannot turn the corner against Kara Klein. Kara has really done an excellent job at defense.
Wow.
And now a foul's going to be called on the baseline. That's got to be against Klein, I would think.
Yep.
That'll be her first, team's second. Tough to tell, but boy, it didn't look like there was a lot of contact there either, Derek. Rouse underneath on the inbounds play, can't get it to go. Logan struggling from inside so far here this evening. She had a run, and it was probably when Norwell was playing their best basketball, where she was on fire from inside. This is how she started out there the other night against Lures. Had a tough first half, then had a great second half. Ended up with 13, I believe, memory serves. Laney Allen steps back and can't get the 3 to go. Good block out there by the Knights as Roller able to pull down the rebound. If that's on Klein, it'll be her second. It is. That's a big play right there.
She's going to stay in the game right now.
Well, I'll tell you what.
Take it at her.
Logan Rouse has to recognize that.
Yeah.
And just take the basketball right at Klein.
Well, what created that foul was a strong block out by Courtney Beer right along the baseline.
And Roller instead on the drive. And a foul's going to be called on the Knights on the rebound. Boy, that's it's one of those plays where with 56 seconds left in the quarter, you would have really have liked to have seen the Knights take it right at Kara Klein. The rest of their bigs, well, there's really only one, and that's a 5'11" sophomore. East Noble has yet to sub. Oh, that's double dribble. Oh, and a foul's called as didn't seem to be any contact. That's the second foul on Kaylee Roller.
That could be really big.
Yeah, it could.
6 team fouls as well here in the first quarter, so next one will put East Noble in the bonus for the rest of the half.
That's Grace Irwin up top playing catch with Corey Jones. Boy, that was a tough call as Laney Allen gets to the rim, can't get it to go.
Nice block.
And Grace Irwin ripped away from her by Brielle Wilson. Wilson gave it up. Now Roller for three, no good. But right there, Brianne Barger for the putback, and the Knights take back the lead with 10 seconds on the clock. Allen handling it. She's going to take that last shot. No, she gives it up, gets it back with 2 seconds, launches the three. Oh! And an absolutely horrible call by the outside official who was actually behind the play, called it 2 beats after the shot was taken. She's going to get 3 shots with 0.3 of a second. And, folks, frankly, that's one of the reasons it's very difficult to win on this floor. That was an atrocious call.
Well, now we're going to change something. We're talking about it. I think it's whether it's a 2 or a 3.
Well, it was a 3.
Yep.
Yeah, it was certainly a 3. As a huge break for East Noble, the foul was called on Brielle Wilson, who got nothing but ball on that play.
Oh, you could tell, too. I mean, we have a great angle that's in. Yeah, that's...
Well, and what gives that call away is the fact that the play happened, and it was 2 full heartbeats later before the whistle was blown. Really, really something. That's a tough call. As Laney Allen will try to give East Noble the lead. She does. Alexa Mallory's going to check in for Kaylee Roller. Roller and Dunnick both on the bench with 2 fouls, and the Knights at times will struggle to handle the basketball with Roller out of the game. That's going to end the first half. East Noble leading at Norwell here in Kendallville 11-9. We'll take a break and be back with second quarter action after these words.
You care about your community, you shop local, and you enjoy personal interaction. You're doing more than spending your money, you're supporting your neighbors.
Hi, this is Carlos.
And this is Sarah from Bloomin' Boutique in Ossian. We would like to personally invite you to visit our shop, the Bloomin' Boutique, and check out all we have to offer.
At the Bloomin' Boutique, we have daily lunch specials like Taco Tuesdays, Witch Wednesdays, and Aloha Fridays. A large selection of smoothies, frappes, iced lattes, coffees, and teas.
We also carry a large selection of fresh flowers for bouquets and flower arrangements. Our shop is full of handmade, uniquely functional pottery, handmade jewelry, DeBrand's chocolates, and gifts. You don't need to go any further than the Bloomin' Boutique. Grab your latte, lunch, flowers, gifts, and chocolates all in one stop.
Support your local community by visiting Blooming Boutique, located at 106 South Jefferson Street in Ossian. Follow them on Facebook to view their daily lunch specials. Open 7 to 5 Monday through Friday and 9 to 3 on Saturday. The Blooming Boutique.
Welcome back to East Noble High School. On the floor for the Norwell Lady Knights, it's Wilson, and Roller's in there with 2 fouls, along with Beer, Barger, and Rouse. East Noble with the basketball to open up this quarter. Laney Allen with a 3 foul shot try. Gave the Knights the lead. Allen inside, can't get it to go. Over the back of Barger, no call, and it remains East Noble basketball. The inbounds pass off the hands of Klein. I don't know how that got through, as Jones handles it on the wing for East Noble. Now Allen. Allen has done most of the damage offensively so far for East Noble. Klein, not really a post player. She spent a lot of time beyond the arc this evening, as Jones, being guarded by Brielle Wilson, forces it up and gets it to go with the left hand. I don't know if she's a natural left-hander, but she looked pretty confident with it there.
Yeah, a little smooth shot there and off the glass. Nice touch for Corey Jones, and travel's going to be called.
Alexa Mallory's going to check back in for Coach Thornton, replacing Brianne Barger. Logan Rouse was called for the traveling as we tick under 7 minutes here in this second quarter.
Just 3 turnovers for the first quarter for Norwell. That'd put them on pace for about average, a little below average actually. Yeah. 4 for East Noble.
East Noble being pretty patient. Well, as I say that, Corey Jones launches a 3, and it's the biggest lead of the game for the Knights. They're up 7. Coach Thornton will take a timeout. And it's a 30-second timeout, Derek, so we'll keep it here. And just not good rotation by the Knights on that particular set in the 1-3-1 trap.
Now, she was open, but it was a very deep 3 for Corey Jones, but she was able to stroke it there. 7 points already for her, and the Knights are going to have to figure out how to stop that perimeter shot because they've done a nice job balancing their 3-point shots with some good looks inside, some drives to the basket. I like what I'm seeing from East Noble so far.
How many does Allen have already?
She's got 5.
Yeah. And I believe they've all come from the free throw line, haven't they? Kaylee Roller handling it for the Knights. They need a score on this possession. As Roller turns the corner, they're going to call a foul. I believe that's on Klein. If it is, it's her 3rd.
Yep. That's huge.
Yeah, it is. And coming into the game is going to be Hallie Bieswanger. She's a 5'6" sophomore. So East Noble losing 4 or 5 inches there in that move.
Yeah, Bieswanger played in the JV game as well, which was a Norwell victory, handily 44-21.
Right. This is an interesting game. 15-13 East Noble at halftime as Rouse able to knock down a couple of free throws. She's been really good from the line here.
Yeah.
For the last month, really.
Yep, she's certainly improved over the course of this season. Gotten much better as a basketball player. Seeing her first varsity experience as a junior.
Norwell in their man-to-man as Allen handling it up top, asking for help. You know, I really like the way the Lady Knights look in their man-to-man tonight versus that 1-3-1 trap. Allen, though, able to get free, can't get it to go, and Burrell Wilson brings it down. Beer will head the other way. 5:44 left. Roller launches a quick 3, no good. And the rebound is knocked out of there and controlled by Allen on the run. She will cross over and score. Nice move by Lainey Allen. Gets that East Noble lead back to 7. Wilson finds a wide open Logan Rouse for 3, and that is good. So Rouse starting to heat up. Last 5 points for Norwell. Lainey Allen, on the other hand, walks it up, and a foul is going to be called
That's
on
going to
Norwell.
It's going to be the second on Brielle Wilson.
So now 3 of Norwell starters with 2 fouls.
Well, he pointed the other way.
He did point the other way.
He pointed like it was an offensive foul. And what do we got?
Well, we've got 1 and 1.
Wow.
For number 30.
It's Abby
That's
Peterson.
Abby Peterson, yeah.
Yeah, she's got no points. Has not attempted, actually she has attempted 2 shots inside so far. But
a couple of offensive rebounds, yeah.
Yeah, first free throw attempt of the evening.
And able to get that to go. East Noble's been really good from the free throw line so far. And, of course, they've gotten a lot of free throws attempts.
Yeah, they are 8 of 9 from the line.
Norwell shot 2. Is that correct? Now 9 of 10.
Yep. 2 teams shooting very well from the line so far, but East Noble's just gotten so many more opportunities.
Well, the team fouls are 8-4 at this point.
And several of them have been shooting fouls. That's a break for Norwell because that's the second time that pass has not. It's just not there. East Noble's guarding it well, and Roller's just kind of throwing it at the feet of the defender.
Bieswanger called for kicking there as checking in. Mallory checks in for the Knights.
It's actually Barger that checked in.
Okay,
for Wilson.
gotcha. Yeah, but Mallory was in off the break. Roller wide open for 3, no good. But Mallory pulls down the offensive rebound, gets fouled, can't get it to go. She'll go to the line to shoot a pair.
Really nice job by Alexa that time inside. Staying strong, taking a dribble, and then going right back up instead of kicking it out. Drawing the foul and gets a chance for some free throws here.
Norwell with a 6-point deficit as Mallory's first. Nothing but net. Mallory will try to give the Knights their 16th point, and she does. Nice soft touch there by the senior. Honored Tuesday night at senior night along with Courtney Beer and Kaylee Roller. Laney Allen, it just seems like she's been here forever. I think she got some time maybe as a freshman. So her 4th year on the varsity floor. Being guarded right now by Kaylee Roller as Peterson goes out to get it. Peterson's another one of those seniors listed at 5'6". I think that's pretty generous. As Jones tries to drive, Laney Allen open from about 15.
Well, here's what's happening so far for East Noble. They're taking long possessions, but they're making shots. And if they're able to knock them down, that's how they get wins. So if they're shooting well, they're going to get wins.
Yeah, they're shooting a huge percentage as Brianne Barger able to turn the corner. Can't get it to go, but Alexa Mallory gets the offensive rebound. Now, no call as I don't know why that wasn't called a jump ball. The officials just kind of let them wrestle it out of there. Yep.
Kaylee's going to pick up her third
gracious.
Foul right there, and that right there is going to change the complexity of this game.
Well, it really is, as Kaylee Roller is going to take a seat. She'll be replaced by Brielle Wilson as Corey Jones goes to the line.
That's a shame. Well, there have been some inconsistencies on the way this thing's been called, because there's been some where there hadn't been a lot of contact, and then on other plays there's been a lot of contact and no foul call, but the free throws missed, but an offensive board.
Laney Allen over the back of Brianne Barger, not called again. And Allen, of course, doesn't have any fouls called on her. Norwell, 2 starters with 2, 1 starter with 3. And it has been tough on the Lady Knights from Ossian tonight. Launching another 3 is Corey Jones. And Jones gives East Noble their biggest lead of the night at 9. Under 3 minutes left in this first half. Coach Thornton's going to burn another timeout. It's a full timeout. We'll take it along with him and be right back after these words from Daniels Jewelers.
This is Dan and Jane with Daniels Jewelers in Bluffton.
We want to remind everyone that we do in-house repair, with our specialty being restoration and resetting.
Jewelry that is worn frequently over the years usually needs some TLC, prong retipping, resetting, or sizing.
It's so much fun to see the customer's reaction when they see their jewelry looking almost brand new.
Or maybe it's time for a new style. Choose from all styles of settings or let us design one just for you.
Daniels Jewelers, North Main Street, Bluffton, where personal attention and trust become part of the memory.
Welcome back to East Noble. Norwell trailing 25-16. East Noble on a pace to absolutely blow out their offensive average on the season so far this year. And, of course, this is the last game for everybody on the NEH side. East Noble averaging just 42 points a game. Right now they're on a 70-point pace.
Now, East Noble shooting a very good percentage, and I think this is danger time for Norwell. They really are in desperate need of a score on this possession, and you can't let this thing get above 10 points.
Brielle Wilson gives it up, tried to penetrate inside. Riles now will drive and not be able to get it to go. Off of Mallory, and it'll be East Noble's basketball.
With a limited number of possessions like this, you have to value your possessions, because you're not going to get that many of them. And that's how East Noble, I think, takes their leads and keeps them for the game. I'm not sure how Belmont beat them and held them to 30.
Yeah. Well, obviously they weren't shooting nearly as well as what they are tonight.
And Belmont likes to run a slower pace, too.
Mm-hmm. Corey Jones is hot from outside. She's already hit a couple of threes. Laney Allen launches a long three, no good. And it'll be out of bounds and go back to Norwell. 2:03 on the clock here in this second quarter. Beer, Wilson, Mallory, Barger, and Rouse on the floor for the Knights as Beer drives, no good. Mallory, though, with the offensive rebound up and in, and that's a big basket for the Knights. Alexa Mallory doing work on the boards, as that's her at least third offensive rebound so far. Jones doing a good job of splitting the Knights' trap there. As Jones will launch another three, this one not particularly close, but Laney Allen hauls down the rebound, and that'll remain East Noble's basketball. That's really the first shot that Allen has forced this evening. Minute 25 left in this half as Allen goes inside, and Kara Klein gets it to go. Nice, strong move there by Klein. Gets East Noble's lead back to 9.
It's actually Corey Jones on the bucket.
It was.
Her 12th.
Oh, that's right. Kara Klein's on the bench. Thank you. I probably won't make another mistake all night, Derek. Graham Barger gets free, gets bumped, and gets the basket.
That's an impressive move because she's a lefty. She was able to take it to the right side and become a dual threat that time.
52 seconds left. Allen with the basketball. Jones to the sophomore. And Holly Beiswinger has not had many touches. Not even really thinking about scoring as that was kicked.
Yeah.
And
here comes the third foul on Brielle Wilson.
Yep. As the reason you can get away with a kick in that particular situation is because it's almost considered like a loose ball.
I'm not even sure who kicked that. It was
Allen did.
Okay. Well, she kind of kicked it with her back foot, and it was just kind of going everywhere. Almost a steal for Rouse, but it results in the second player with third foul. It's going to be Kylie Topp checking into the Norwell lineup, who also played a very nice JV game this evening.
She did. Kylie, a very athletic sophomore. She's just got to get more consistent, and which is kind of what you expect out of some of the younger players.
I think it'll be interesting.
Big opportunity here for her.
Yeah, I think it'll be interesting coming out of halftime who Coach Thornton puts on the floor.
Yeah.
If he's willing to roll the dice a little bit with 3 fouls early in the third quarter. But down 9, you almost have to.
Allen has been perfect from the free throw line this evening, and she's been there often.
Yeah, 13 free throws is not a number you see in the first half too often, and that's what East Noble's shooting right now. Turnover.
That turnover on Rouse is going to give it back to the Lady Knights of East Noble with 23.6 on the clock.
By the way, Norwell needs a big stop here, but East Noble has not turned it over in this quarter, so much better job taking care of the ball.
Of course, Norwell with 3 of their best defenders on the bench right now. Dunnick has been on the bench for quite a while as Kylie Topp takes a spill. 4 seconds left. That's Allen launching an off-balance 3. It doesn't draw iron, and that will end the first half. East Noble up 29-20 as we head to the locker room, and Eric Thornton having words with one of the officials. Not happy about Kylie Topp being drilled on a pick. And I don't blame him. It's been a rough quarter for the officials to this point as they shake hands with the East Noble coaches as they head off the floor. East Noble obviously happy with them. We'll take a quick break and be back with some stats and other halftime festivities after these words from our sponsors.
Welcome to the new Heidi Automotive Group. We have a brand new state-of-the-art facility. Now you can shop for a new Chevrolet, Buick, Dodge, Ram, Jeep, or Chrysler at the same location right here in Bluffton, Indiana. We have a huge selection of pre-owned cars, trucks, vans, and crossovers. We focus on quality, and that is why we certify our pre-owned inventory so you get more warranty, free maintenance, and peace of mind. Don't worry about your credit. We have financing options for everyone. Heidi Automotive Group, a new look, but old-fashioned integrity.
Troxel Equipment offers a full line of John Deere equipment. Troxel Equipment features a large inventory of all makes and models of pre-owned equipment that has been well maintained and ready for service. Most of Troxel's pre-owned equipment was traded in from owner-operators. Be sure to ask about our certified pre-owned units. Troxel Equipment has the ability to customize your financing, lease, or installment contracts to meet your cash flow needs. Visit any of our 3 locations in Bluffton, Huntington, or Wabash, or check out our website for our inventory of new and pre-owned equipment. Troxel Equipment, the dealership you can trust.
Introducing Pizza Hut's first $5 flavor menu. Just $5 each when you order 2 or more. Say yes to a medium 1-topping pizza. Yes to Wing Street Wings. Yes to new stuffed garlic knots. And much more. It's easy to say yes to our first ever $5 flavor menu. Only at Pizza Hut.
The $5 flavor menu is now available from your local Pizza Hut on North Main Street in Bluffton. To place an order, call 824-5701 or order online at pizzahut.com.
Bluffton Roofing Incorporated prides themselves on developing a long-term relationship with their customers, listening to their needs and suggesting the proper course of action, be it preventative maintenance, repair, or replacement. Bluffton Roofing and owner James Worth are GAF certified and are certified weather stopper roofing contractors. Bluffton Roofing is fully insured, protecting you and your home. Call 824-3564 or 307-6313. Bluffton Roofing Incorporated. Quality first home improvements.
Welcome back to the Big Blue Pit here at East Noble as the home team has a 29-20 lead in an important conference game for both teams. East Noble playing for a little bit of pride and going for momentum as they head into sectional play. They're playing in a tough sectional. And also Norwell, it means a lot more to them. Got a shot at the conference title right here. We'll go ahead and go through some halftime stats right now. East Noble, we'll start with them. They were 8 of 22 from the field for 36%, which is actually a little surprising to me.
Yeah.
Considering their tear at the end of the first quarter and in the beginning of the second quarter. 2 of 8 from the three-point line for 25%, and 11 of 13 from the free throw line for 85%. They've got 12 rebounds as a team, and they turned it over 4 times, and those were all in the first quarter. Grace Irwin was 0 for 2 from the field and had 2 rebounds. Corey Jones, 12 points, 2 rebounds on 5 of 7 shooting. Lainey Allen, 11 points, 5 rebounds on 2 of 10 shooting, but 7 of 7 from the free throw line. Abby Peterson, 2 points, 2 rebounds on 2 of 2 from the free throw line. And Kara Klein, 4 points, 1 rebound on 1 of 1 shooting from the field, 2 of 3 from the line. She exited early with her 3rd foul.
How many team fouls do they have?
I had them for 5 in that first half. I had Norwell for 10. For Norwell, 7 of 20 from the field for 35%, 2 of 7 from the three-point line for 29%, and 4 of 4 from the free throw line for 100%. They had 10 rebounds as a team and turned the ball over 5 times, 3 in the first quarter and 2 in the second. Brielle Wilson had 3 points and an assist on also 2 rebounds on 1 of 1 shooting, and that was a 3. Aubrey Dunnick had an early exit. She turned the ball over once, but she's got herself in foul trouble. Kaylee Roller, 2 points, 2 rebounds on 1 of 6 shooting. She's in foul trouble with 3. Breanne Barger, 4 points, 1 rebound on 2 of 3 shooting. Alexa Mallory, 4 points, 3 rebounds, 1 of 2 shooting, and 2 of 2 from the free throw line. Logan Rouse, 7 points, 2 rebounds, 2 of 7 from the field, 2 of 2 from the line to round out a total of 20. And Greg, at halftime, as we look through those stats, the one player that stands out to me that's played a big role in this first half is Alexa Mallory, keeping them in this ball game, getting a couple huge, actually all 3 of her rebounds are on the offensive end, and she's had an excellent time. She's got a couple free throws to go, and I think she's a key part of why Norwell's still in this game at this point.
Yeah, there's no doubt about that. Norwell in a precarious position heading into the third quarter here. 2 players with 3 fouls already, a couple others with 2, and it is just looking at the numbers, and you'd hate to think that the officials are ever one-sided, but the numbers are certainly one-sided. Norwell with 10 fouls, to East Noble's 3, or 5, to this point. And Norwell has only gone to the line 4 times to East Noble's 13. So it's going to be interesting to see how this plays out. Typically, psychologically anyway, those numbers tend to get the attention of the officials, and you see it almost always end up even. I'm anxious to see how this third quarter goes for the Knights. They're going to have to shoot it a little bit better from the floor, though, as they've missed some pretty easy shots inside, and you just got to have those in a game like this.
I think you're right, but the reality is Norwell's not playing too terribly physical, so it's unfortunate that they've been whistled for 10 fouls.
Right. Yeah, that's exactly right.
Considering the defensive level, which it's a great intensity on defense, it's just not a physical defense. It's not a bump and run type of thing like a lot of schools in the area are. It's just kind of a different kind of defense. It's the way Coach Thornton's always been. That 1-3-1 trap's not always going to involve a lot of contact. It involves a lot of trapping and stuff of that nature. Of course, they mixed in that man at times in that first half as well. And it'll be interesting to see what kind of defensive set he runs here in the second half to try to stop East Noble. On the offensive end, they're doing a nice job at taking care of the ball. Only a couple mistakes in that first half, but you're right. They've got to finish around the rim and probably going to have to knock down a couple threes to make up that 9-point hole.
Well, Norwell has been much more aggressive attacking the basket to this point. They've just not been able to knock down the shot. Logan had a couple that more times than not she'll hit. Just couldn't get him to go here early on. And but her pattern most recently has been to really heat up in the second half. We hope she does that.
Yeah, we hope she does. We also hope she continues that good free throw shooting. Norwell 4 of 4 from the line, so in their limited opportunities, they've got to be able to take advantage of what they are given and knock down all their free throws.
We will take a quick break and hear from a couple more sponsors, then be back with the balance of your halftime show after these words. Thanks for joining us on WellsCountyVoice.com.
The Bowling Center in Bluffton has adult-youth double leagues with 1 adult and 1 child per team, or 2 youth may make a team at a youth league for ages 4 to 19 starting soon. The leagues are 10 weeks long and everyone plays every game. The Bowling Center in Bluffton, located at 1231 South Scott Street. For complete details, visit bowlbluffton.com, and don't forget about Friday Fun from 12 to 6. Only $1 per game and 50-cent shoes at a smoke-free environment. bowlbluffton.com. bowlbluffton.com.
Are you looking for a new dental home, or maybe you've suffered a dental sports-related injury? Contact Dr. Laura Kukulhan and her caring staff. They can help you with your general and emergency dental needs. Dr. Laura Kukulhan and her staff provide a wide variety of services such as fillings, crowns, veneers, bridges, bleaching, dentures, athletic mouth guards, and much more. Dr. Kukulhan's office is located at 1133 North Main Street in Bluffton. Call today at 824-3100 for an appointment with Dr. Laura Kukulhan.
Dr. Laura Kukulhan is a provider for Delta Dental and Aetna insurances. She is also accepting Care Credit. Dr. Kukulhan and her staff will make you feel at home.
Welcome back to East Noble. We're just about set for second half action. The Knights looking to warm up as their shooting percentage in the first half, Derek, and I'm sorry I don't recall it off the top of my head.
35. It's not bad, but certainly could be better, especially considering their shot selection, which I thought was really good in that first half. They got a lot of good looks. I think they're doing what they want on offense. They're just not able to knock them down, and that's something that's got to happen here in the second half.
Well, the Knights will have their starters on the floor coming out of the locker room. It's Dunnick, Rowles, Beer, Wilson, and Roller. Roller and Wilson each with 3 fouls start this second half for East Noble. It's Klein. She also has 3 fouls, along with Jones, Allen, Irwin, and Peterson. Nobody else in foul trouble for East Noble, as Irwin has 1 and Peterson also has 1. Norwell with the basketball to start this second half. Beer, they're going to call a foul, and that's a bad call. Yeah, well, it's amazing. I mean, that should have been a jump ball.
I tell you what, he raised his hand, one hand up with his thumb up, like he was going to call a jump ball, and then closed his
And why they're giving the basketball to Norwell out of bounds, I have no idea, as that should have been a shooting foul. Roller inbounds to Dunnick. Dunnick can't get it to go. Not a bad look. Allen wide open. Boy, you can't leave her open as she's not able to knock it down. Allen has not shot well from outside tonight. Almost all her scoring's been from the free throw line and inside.
She actually has not made a three.
Yeah.
0 for 5.
Beer leaves it for Wilson as they play a little. Oh, good rebound by Rouse. Rouse backs up and gets it to drop. Norwell with the first score of the second half. Boy, Kaylee Roller really struggling from beyond the arc.
Yeah, she's getting some good looks as well. She's just struggling a little bit. Yep.
Not been able to knock one down yet. As Courtney Beer face guarding Corey Jones. Jones did a lot of damage in that first half. They're trying to run her through some picks. As getting free for a long two was Grace Irwin, the sophomore. I think that's her first basket, isn't it? At least from outside. Rouse. Norwell looking for an opening. Little weave almost going up top there. Wilson now open for three, and Wilson knocks down her second three of the game.
That's a big shot.
Draws the Knights to within 6. Of course, East Noble are Knights as well. So the second Knights team that Norwell's played this year, Bishop Luers, in fact, in 2 consecutive games. They finish up with Knights and Knights.
Yeah, this week.
That ball was off of Logan Rouse, I believe. It'll remain East Noble's basketball. Trying to spring Allen free. Good pursuit there by Brielle Wilson. That's Klein with the basketball. She was on the bench for quite a while in the second quarter. Allen taking it in, forcing it up, gets her own rebound and scores.
Got a box out. That was a missed opportunity for Norwell.
Roller the other way. Rouse cuts through the middle, wide open, can't get it to go. Aubrey Dunnick, though, as she's fouled, they finally call it. I think that's going to go on Corey Jones. If it is, it'll be her first. No, they call it on Grace Irwin. It's her second. Boy, that sure looked like Corey Jones on the foul. Roller with the basketball, looking to create something offensively. As Wilson loses the handle and throws it away. Well, Norwell can't afford a lot of turnovers.
Well, Coach Thornton was calling for a timeout right there, and the official said he didn't hear him. I heard it over the headset.
Wow.
So,
those young ears are great. There's a long three, no good by Grace Irwin, who is feeling it. East Noble much more quick to shoot than I thought they would be tonight, especially considering their scoring average. As Wilson loses the handle again.
Norwell's having some real trouble handling. Oh, my goodness.
Rouse with a long three. Touched every part of the rim. And Brielle Wilson comes out of there with it. Good hustle by Brielle. Although Dunnick deserves credit there for keeping it alive. Roller the other way finds Dunnick, and Dunnick is going to be fouled. That's going to be the 4th foul on Kara Klein, as she's picked up just about all of East Noble's fouls. They've only had 8 called. She's got 4 of them. As Coach Booth is going to take her first time out. Norwell trailing by 8. I didn't check to see if it was full or a 30-second. It was a full. All right, we'll take a quick break then and be back after these words from our sponsors.
At Adams Memorial Hospital, we care for the things that mean the most to you, your health, your family, and your community. Compassion is just as important to us as being accredited, or our Follow My Health online patient portal, or having top-of-the-line medical technology. Because at Adams Memorial Hospital, exceptional care means listening a little longer, a hug, or a kind gesture from a nurse. Compassion and medical expertise. That's Adams Memorial Hospital. Exceptional care close to you.
Welcome back to East Noble, along with Derek Decker and Alex Howard on the camera tonight. This is Greg Van Meter. And isn't it funny how human nature always wins out?
So far
in the third quarter, East Noble
almost
whistled
even now.
for 3 fouls.
It happens all the time.
Norwell with 0.
A couple big free throws for Aubrey Dunnick coming up right here. She has not scored. Looking to...
Well, she's not been on the floor for very long.
No.
She got those fouls so quickly. Can't get that one to go. 4:30 on the clock here in the third.
Yeah, it's just amazing how kind of quick this game goes. Time just escapes you when you're not getting long, or you're getting long possessions, I should say. And right there, that's something you cannot have, missing both free throws.
First 2 free throws the Knights have missed this evening. They've only shot 6. That's Jones with the basketball. Peterson being guarded tightly by Aubrey Dunnick. On the switch, she picks up Irwin. That's Allen in the corner. Allen by far their most aggressive offensive player. Gets it back after the mishandle. And East Noble's going to be very patient with an 8-point lead here in the second half. Although right now East Noble's having a hard time hanging on to the basketball. As that's stolen away by Rouse. Excellent defense there by Logan. Got away with double dribble.
Yeah, now he's going to call it. Yeah, that's a mental mistake right there because...
Well, here's what's interesting, though. The official right beside the play didn't call it. The official up top across the floor didn't call it. It took the official underneath, and I think he was waiting on one of the other guys to call that double dribble, Derek.
I think you're right. But in any case, it was a mistake by Rouse, and that was a fast break opportunity. Now, they didn't have numbers, but it was a scoring opportunity right there.
And that foul's going to be called. And I think it's going to go on Aubrey Dunnick. It does.
Yeah, 3.
So now 3 starters for the Knights with 3 fouls. Dunnick, Roller, and Wilson. Still 3:19 left in this third quarter. Dunnick just kind of went down in a heap with Abby Peterson. Oh, my goodness. As 22, Hallie Beiswanger in there for Kara Klein, just should have been called for a foul there. That's Corey Jones with the basketball. Now Allen. Norwell standing there man-to-man to this point. Jones thought about it. Instead, puts down her head, gets it up to the rim, can't get it to go. And another delayed foul call on the shot. That'll go against the Knights, and it'll go against Aubrey Dunnick. That's her 4th foul.
Wow.
She's going to be replaced by Alexa Mallory. As Laney Allen back to the line. She can make it the biggest lead of the night for East Noble with this free throw. At 10 points, it would be their first double-digit lead of the game. And she does. Well, she's shot close to 10 free throws already.
9 for 9. Good shooter, though. She's taking advantage of what she's been given.
Rouse finds Wilson. Wilson gives it up.
It's important for Norwell not to force a shot here. They've still got plenty of time to get back in this game. They've just got to look for a good shot.
Beer surveying the situation as East Noble playing a good man-to-man defense right now. Alexa Mallory comes all the way out to help. Wilson is wide open and didn't realize it at the top of the key. She's 2 for 2 from beyond the arc. Got to look for your shot. They looked for the back cut play there. Couldn't get anything. Just over 2 minutes left. As East Noble playing good defense, Norwell being patient. They've actually had a couple of looks that they've not taken advantage of.
Boy, this has been a long possession.
1:47 on the clock.
This is the kind of possession that East Noble wants to force and then also get on the other end with a 10-point lead.
Rouse looks underneath. There's Beer open for three. Good. That's a huge shot by Courtney Beer. Her first shot of the game and able to knock down the three. Laney Allen brings it the other way. That's Corey Jones. Corey and Laney, the two star returning players for this East Noble squad this year. Jones a junior, Allen a senior, as Grace Irwin opened for the shot. Can't get it to go, and Beer pulls down the rebound. Actually pulls it up as that ball hit the floor. Good box out there by the Knights.
Another basket here could close the gap to 5.
Rouse on the move, throws up a tough shot, but Alexa Mallory again, and she's going to get fouled. How about Alexa Mallory? Another offensive rebound, another chance for free throws, as that foul is called on Grace Irwin. That's her third. Yeah, it's just her third. 46.9 on the clock here in the third quarter, as Alexa can't get that one to go. She was shaking her head before she let it go. Brianne Barger will check in for Wilson. Mallory with that left-handed shot misses them both.
You can't afford that.
Norwell's missed 4 in a row.
Yep, they've lost 4 points here in the third quarter, and those are critical in a tight game on the road. Now it's important that they get a big stop here at the end of the third.
They trail by 7, and you know that East Noble is going to look to take the last shot of this period, as the clock now under 30. East Noble not looking to attack the basket yet at all, and Norwell content to let them stall it out here a little bit. 13 seconds on the clock. Well, you know it's going to end up in Laney Allen's hands, at least you would think so. Here's the kick in the corner. Beer knocked down by Allen. It'll remain East Noble's ball with 3.2 seconds on the clock. Allen will get it in the backcourt. Gets around Beer and tried to throw a shot up.
I don't think it would have counted. I think it was late.
No, she didn't. Yeah, the official right beside her said it would not be good. We'll take a break here from Bloom and Boutique. Actually, we're going to hear from the YMCA, and we'll be back. The Knights trail by 7.
'Twas the month after Christmas, and all through your homes were the remnants of cookies and candies and scones. You ate so much sugar it made you feel crummy, and you can't fit any more in your overstuffed tummy. Plus, you've been running on empty to get everything done, and to exercise now doesn't sound like much fun.
Could this be your post-holiday anthem? The cooking, the wrapping, the running, the sleep deprivation. You've spent the last couple of months worrying about everyone else. It's time to focus on you. With a membership to the YMCA of Greater Fort Wayne, the YMCA provides physical and social enrichment through family-friendly programs. Whether you're taking a group exercise class, learning a new language, connecting with friends, improving your health and well-being, or participating in family outings with the Y. Start the new year on a healthy, active foot for you and your family. To find out more, go to fwymca.org and request a one-day pass from any Y in Allen, Whitley, and Wells County so you can try the Y for yourself.
Welcome back to East Noble. We head to the fourth quarter. Only 16 points scored in that. 16?
14. 8-6. Norwell advantage.
That's right. So Norwell cut into that lead by 2. It was 29-20 at halftime.
I cheated, by the way. I used my iPad.
As the sophomore, Beiswanger, knocks down her first basket of the varsity game. She's had a lot of minutes in this game, as Kara Klein has been on the bench, and a nice backdoor cut there by Logan Rouse. Assist Kaylee Roller.
It's the first time that play's worked tonight. Finally caught East Noble off guard.
It's the first time it's worked in several games, as Norwell almost came up with a steal there. East Noble's, there is the steal. Bargle head the other way as she's fouled by Laney Allen. That'll be Allen's second foul. Norwell will have it underneath the basket. 7:18 left in this fourth quarter.
Boy, they're one possession away from breaking through right here and getting really back in this thing.
Roller drives, gets the shot up, and it goes. Big basket for the Knights. They cut that East Noble lead to 5. Dan Barger on the top of that 1-3-1. There's another steal as Courtney Beer ends up with the basketball. Boy, it helps having Brianne Barger out there at the top of that 1-3-1, Derek. She's causing some trouble for the East Noble ball handlers right now.
Absolutely.
And it's thrown away. East Noble heads the other way, and that's going to be an offensive foul on Grace Irwin. It'll be her 4th, as excellent position underneath by, that was Beer, wasn't it?
Yeah.
On the other end. That's a big play. It's the 6th team foul on East Noble. Norwell with just 2. And the next one will put the Knights in the bonus. It should be huge if they can hit their free throws. Rouse crosses over, drives, loses it, but Alexa Mallory right there. And Alexa Mallory, and another timeout for East Noble. They use their second. Deanne Booth giving it to the official over something as she's pulled away by one of her assistant coaches. It's a full timeout, so we will take it as well and be right back with the Knights trailing by just 3.
Costly misconceptions about collision repair. Brought to you by Lauren's Body Shop.
The insurance company is responsible for selecting the shop to repair your vehicle.
False. Insurance agents and adjusters have no authority in telling you where to have your vehicle repaired. It's your investment and responsibility to select a competent collision repair facility.
In business since 1951, Lauren's Body Shop on East Dustman Road specializes in insurance collision repair, offers free estimates, and an outstanding limited lifetime warranty. Visit laurensbodyshop.com.
Well, Derek, we've got the barn burner now we thought we'd have from the get-go. East Noble has had their lead cut to 3 points with 6:24 left in this fourth quarter.
6-2 here in the fourth quarter, and Norwell's finally gone in that little spurt. It's just a little mini run, but they weren't that far behind, and they were able to create a couple consecutive turnovers, get a couple baskets, and that's the run that they needed, and Coach Thornton's going to stay with the 5 out on the floor before the timeout.
Barger, Beer, Mallory, Roller, and Rowles. Well, that's one of the dangers of limiting possessions.
Right.
Is you can let a team get back into it really quickly with a couple of mistakes. That's almost stolen away again by Barger. She's on the top of that 1-3-1. There's the angle pass, though, you're looking for. Peterson gets the basket to go. The foul called by the outside official.
It's on Rouse.
Rouse will pick up her second. Peterson just kind of tossed it up there, but got it to go.
High off the glass that time. Another free throw. East Noble is shooting 14 for 16 from the line. That's a very good percentage.
Yeah, Norwell's missed their last 4.
Yeah, I think they're 4 for 8.
Barger being guarded by Jones loses the handle. I think she got away with double dribble, Derek, as
I think you're right.
Throws up a prayer left-handed, and a foul's going to be called on East Noble. Brianne Barger on the drive.
It appeared to me that she dribbled off her foot.
That's what it looked like.
I think it could have been a double dribble call right there, and this is going to go on Corey Jones. Just her first foul. It'll send Barger to the line to shoot 2.
Grace Irwin out of the game. First time she's sat all night as Barger ends the drought for Norwell. Norwell now 5 of 9, I believe, from the line. Barger with a pair of free throws.
A couple big ones. Keeps them within 4.
Laney Allen now doing the ball handling as they've got Kara Klein back in the basketball game after that last time out. Klein out there with 4 fouls. But East Noble just trying to take care of the basketball right now. They've done a good job of that all evening. Very few turnovers.
Now, the thing about it is they're not looking to score quickly, and sometimes...
That's a huge 3-ball by Corey Jones. And...
yeah, it got tangled up and kicked out to half court. sometimes when you're trying not to lose, it limits your offensive ability a little bit, but Corey Jones just picked up her 15th point, and she's got her third three of the evening. She's shooting very well.
She's been great from outside. That's going to be a foul on Jones. And it'll put the Knights at the free throw line. Well, they got to take advantage of these, Derek. You mentioned it earlier. In a game like this, trailing by 7, 5 minutes to go with a team that really takes care of the basketball. Alexa Mallory's going to take a seat as Aubrey Dunnick comes back in. She's got 4 fouls. Barger's front end off, but it's pulled out of there by Laney Allen for East Noble. I thought Logan Rouse might have a shot at that offensive rebound. That's 6 points the Knights have left at the free throw line here in this second half. Klein finally giving it up to Jones. Now Allen with the basketball. And East Noble knows they do not need to score. They're already at almost their season average, I believe. There's a three, though, and it's drilled by Peterson. A 10-point lead for East Noble with 4:21 left in this basketball game. Coach Thornton takes a timeout. We'll take it along with him and be right back.
Aussie and Do It Best Hardware is your one-stop shop for all your home repair needs, featuring Valspar Paints. They have propane refill, screen repair, and a complete rental center, along with a large selection of home improvement items, from electrical and plumbing supplies down to the nuts and bolts you need. Summer has been beautiful this year, but it's time to start thinking about the fall projects that need done around the house. Visit Aussie and Do It Best on Hirely Drive, just off Highway 1 in Ossian.
At First Bank of Bern, we believe in the American dream of owning a home. Having a space you can call your own. In fact, we've helped people realize that dream for over 125 years. Whether you're looking to buy your first home, refinance an existing loan, or move into something a little bigger, we believe our lending experts have the local knowledge and experience to help make your dream a reality. Apply online at firstbankofbern.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Well, Norwell needs a couple of quick scores here, Derek, with being down double digits. Just over 4 minutes left.
That's right. They also need to create a couple turnovers on the defensive end because East Noble's not going to shoot it a lot here in the last 4 minutes.
Barger will attack the rim and score. That was a good play. Good vision by the freshman. And the Knights are going to play man-to-man defense here with Courtney Beer guarding Laney Allen. Allen is not the best ball handler in the world. They're going to call a foul on Aubrey Dunnick.
That's going to foul her out.
Grail Wilson will return. Well, Aubrey with a tough night as she was not on the floor for very long.
Yeah.
That foul called on the floor, so East Noble will get the basketball on the sideline. Coach Thornton exhorting his team to get on the basketball. That's Klein, and you got to get in the passing lanes on that. Allen being guarded by Roller. Jones just wants to take care of the basketball. That's the sophomore. Now Allen behind the back, gets to the rim and can't get it to go. Over the back, and they called a jump ball. It'll be Norwell's basketball.
Now, the good news is it goes to Norwell on that, but Laney Allen missed a point-blank shot right there. And
she's missed a couple of those tonight.
Yeah, and that's tough because that's going to give the Knights an opportunity to cut this thing back under 6 points.
Roller will launch the three. No good. Rebound controlled by Klein.
That's not a bad shot. It's just the reality is she's just been ice cold from the field this evening.
Yeah, and she's been ice cold now for a couple of weeks. As
the Knights are going to need her come sectional play here next week.
Be interesting to know how that game at Belmont's going, as that's tapped away by Roller. She tracks it down. It's on the floor, still on the floor. And finally, a timeout is called by East Noble after the ball was picked up by the Lady Knights of East Noble. We'll keep it here, Derek, with 2:36 on the clock. The Knights are going to have to knock down a couple of threes here, as East Noble is going to be in no hurry to put a shot up. And as you mentioned a little while ago, they may just have to create a turnover or two.
Here's the final. Belmont beats Leo 41-34, so the Knights are going to have to find a way to come back and win this one to get a piece of that conference title.
Well, that game got over quickly. Of course, this one started late.
That's true.
As it was senior night, of course, here at East Noble tonight, as well as the fact that there were like 50 fouls called in the JV game.
Yeah.
Something like that. I know 28 in the first half.
Well,
look at that. Kaylee Roller couldn't handle the basketball.
Yeah, at this point, you got to really start gambling because they got to get the ball right now.
That's Kara Klein. Norwell does not, but they've got a couple of fouls to give. It'll be interesting to see when Coach Thornton says go ahead and foul him. Roller closely guarding Klein. 2:09 left. I tell you, if I'm Norwell, I'm trying to get there. That's where they want the basketball. Almost stolen away by Beer. Jones heads the other way, and East Noble's not even going to try to shoot as the clock ticks under 2 minutes. Jones falls, and a foul's called on Courtney Beer. It'll be out of bounds East Noble basketball. That's just the 5th foul on the Knights here in the second half. Beiswanger takes a seat. Peterson back in there for East Noble. Minute 49 on the clock. Jones in the backcourt, being guarded closely by Wilson. Wilson with just 3 fouls. As wide open underneath, Kara Klein. Norwell overplaying on their defense, and the lead back to 10 for East Noble with a minute and a half left. Yeah, you got to be ready to shoot.
Yeah.
Roller couldn't handle the pass, and a foul's going to be called on Corey Jones. It'll send Kaylee Roller to the line.
Well, it's just been another frustrating night. This is the 3 times in a row now we've come up here and just been frustrated. It's a very difficult place to win, and East Noble is very good on their home floor. They've, I think, played their game tonight. They've another miss. That's now, 8 points they've left on the line?
8 points they've left on the line in this second half. As there's a steal. Roller heads the other way, gets, oh boy. And you know, you got to score first as she draws the shooting foul.
Going to be on Corey Jones. I think they missed a kick at half court right there. It went right off a Roller's foot, and she was able to control it, and now she'll get a guaranteed 2 free throws.
Kaylee missed her last one. The Knights desperate for points here.
You just can't do that. It's going to hurt them in the tournament. It's one of the key things that they're going to have to figure out. They're shooting now under 50%, 6 for 13.
As Roller able to knock down her second one, Coach Thornton uses his next to last timeout. We'll take it along with him. Be right back after these words from the University of St. Francis.
Located in Fort Wayne, Indiana, the University of St. Francis is a private Catholic university enrolling 2,300 students in majors ranging from the liberal arts to the creative arts to the health services. Small class sizes, personal attention, and the freedom to explore your options. A USF education has a lot to offer. Visit their beautiful campus and see for yourself how you can be a part of the University of St. Francis. Visit usf.edu to learn more about the University of St. Francis.
Welcome back to East Noble. 1:15 left on the clock. Your Knights trailing by 9. And they're going to have to knock down a couple threes. They're going to have to get a couple of steals because East Noble isn't even looking to score at this point.
The strategy might be right now foul and hope they miss free throws. But the
Still
reality
got one
is,
to give.
Right. They're shooting 88% from the line. That's one of the big differences in this game. Norwell 6 for 13, but you think about the 2 front ends of 1-and-1s they missed. That just adds to the pain. Now, actually, 2 front ends.
Yep.
And East
they
Noble.
were 4 of 4 at halftime.
Yeah.
Norwell in a trap defense as we tick towards a minute. There's a foul. Roller is going to pick up her 4th. The next one will have East Noble shooting. 1:03 left on the clock.
It needs to be Beer, Barger, or Rouse that fouls. They've got 1, 1, and 2 respectively.
Darrell Wilson has 1 to give. She's got 3. Allen, they need to foul her. As Beer almost created the turnover. 55 seconds on the clock.
Yeah.
Beer chasing the ball as best she can. Under 50, and boy, I'll tell you what, if you're not going to foul. East Noble's been very good, though, from the line. 40 seconds. Beer chasing Allen, and finally a foul. That's not who you want to foul.
Well,
good job by East Noble keeping the ball in Laney Allen's hands.
I'm not quite sure what the logic behind that set was. It results in the same situation you would have gotten if you foul 2 seconds into the play. So
right. 4 fouls on Brielle Wilson. Laney Allen to the line. The front of the 1-and-1 is good. That lead for East Noble back to 10. Well, in this one, Derek is all over but the shout. And it's a 4-possession game at this point.
Norwell's going to be just about the same as the last time. They had 39 points on the nose the last time they came up here.
Laurel launches another 3, not close. Allen pulls down the rebound, and Brielle Wilson fouls out. That'll send Laney Allen back to the line. Brielle Wilson, the second Norwell starter to foul out of this basketball game. She's going to be replaced by Ashley Vandenboom.
She also played well this evening in the JV game.
Yeah, she did.
She's been a nice addition to the JV team. I think they finished 14-8 on the season.
Yep, Ashley, just a sophomore. Listed at 5'7", plays bigger than that.
Yeah.
Allen back to the line. She has been automatic from the free throw line this evening, and she continues to be.
12 for 12, can't do much better than that.
For Belmont, they're going to capture their first conference championship since 1993. 24 years in between championships, or 23 in between championships for Belmont.
Well,
as Norwell's going to have to get a basket to breach the 40-point mark.
It'd be the second time in 2 weeks that they didn't do it.
Yeah.
33 at Jay County.
Yeah, and their shooting percentage has been, boy, you got to shoot the ball, as Rouse couldn't get it to go, but Brianne Barger with the putback. 6 seconds on the clock. Laney Allen's going to dribble it out, and East Noble comes up with their 4th conference win. They finish the conference season at 4-3. Norwell finishes it at 5-2. And as we mentioned, Belmont wins it with a conference record of 6-1. So, assuming Huntington North won their basketball game this evening, Norwell finishes in a tie with Huntington North at 5-2 is what I'm thinking. That Huntington North played at DeKalb this evening. I got to believe, Derek, that Huntington North was able to take care of DeKalb, although maybe not.
Yeah, they did. 58-44.
Okay, so Norwell does end up in a tie for second with Huntington North in the conference. Well, East Noble's a tough place to win.
Yeah, absolutely.
And the complexion of the game really was set in that first half. We'll talk more about it after a couple of commercials here so we can hear from a couple sponsors. We'll be right back with your post-game show on WellsCountyVoice.com.
You care about your community, you shop local, and you enjoy personal interaction. You're doing more than spending your money, you're supporting your neighbors.
Hi, this is Carlos.
And this is Sarah from Bloomin' Boutique in Ossian. We would like to personally invite you to visit our shop, the Bloomin' Boutique, and check out all we have to offer.
At the Bloomin' Boutique, we have daily lunch specials like Taco Tuesdays, Witch Wednesdays, and Aloha Fridays. A large selection of smoothies, frappes, iced lattes, coffees, and teas.
We also carry a large selection of fresh flowers for bouquets and flower arrangements. Our shop is full of handmade, uniquely functional pottery, handmade jewelry, DeBrand's chocolates, and gifts. You don't need to go any further than the Bloomin' Boutique. Grab your latte, lunch, flowers, gifts, and chocolates all in one stop.
Support your local community by visiting Bloomin' Boutique, located at 106 South Jefferson Street in Ossian. Follow them on Facebook to view their daily lunch specials. Open 7 to 5 Monday through Friday and 9 to 3 on Saturday. The Bloomin' Boutique. T.W. Fable, a modern American restaurant, is now open at Timber Ridge Golf Course, 2330 East, 250 North in Bluffton, and it's bigger and better than ever. You can enjoy the same fine dining experience Tuesday through Thursday, 5 to 9, Friday and Saturday, 5 to 10. Reservations are recommended by calling 260-353-1360. Everyone is welcome at T.W. Fable.
Yeah, welcome back to the Big Blue Pit here at East Noble. The final, East Noble 52, Norwell 41. It was a tough battle for Norwell the entire night. They played from behind after the first quarter. They got that 3 free throws at the end of the first quarter, and that I don't think they trailed again. So
that's
East,
right.
It really big play at the end of the quarter, but Norwell made a run. They made a run at the about the 6-minute mark in the fourth quarter and cut it to 5 points.
Actually, they got it to 3 at one point.
That's right. Yeah, that's right, when they called the timeout. So they got it to 3 points, and they were able to really get back right in this game and force East Noble to call a timeout, but Coach Deanne Booth had her players 18 of 20 from the free throw line. That's 90%. That's almost perfect. And you're going to win a lot of ball games doing that.
You sure are.
We'll go ahead and go through some stats right now. East Noble, we'll start with them. 15 for 35 from the field. When's the last time you saw a team only have 35 shot attempts in a game? That's not very many.
Yep.
43% in
and
total.
A lot of them were offensive rebounds.
That's right. 43% in total. 4 for 12 from the three-point line, 33%. And 21 total rebounds, turned it over 9 times, and as I previously mentioned, 18 of 20 from the free throw line. Individually, Grace Irwin, 2 points, 3 rebounds on 1 of 5 shooting. Corey Jones, 15 points and assists on 2 rebounds and 6 of 9 shooting, 0 for 1 from the free throw line. Allie Beiswanger, 2 points and 1 for 1 from the field. Laney Allen, 19 points, 11 rebounds, double-double for Laney. 3 of 14 from the field, but 13 of 13 from the free throw line. Abby Peterson, 8 points, 2 rebounds on 2 of 4 shooting, and 3 of 3 from the free throw line. And Kara Klein, 6 points, 3 rebounds on 2 of 2 from the field, and 2 of 3 from the free throw line for a team total of 52. For Norwell, they were 15 of 37 from the field for 41%, 4 of 14 from the three-point line for 29%. 14 total rebounds on the evening, 8 turnovers. That's a good number. Only turned it over, I think, 3 times in the second half?
Yeah, put into context, though, it was a very low possession game.
Right. So they were out-rebounded 21-20, very even on the boards. However, 8 offensive rebounds for East Noble. That's a lot. And from the free throw line, the big story, 7 for 14 for 50% even. Brielle Wilson, 6 points, 2 assists, 5 rebounds on 2 of 2 from the field. They were both threes. Aubrey Dunnick had a rebound and fouled out early. She did not see a lot of playing time this evening. 0 of 1 from the field, 0 of 2 from the line. Kaylee Roller, 5 points and assists, 2 rebounds on 2 of 11 shooting, 0 of 7 from the three-point line, and 1 of 3 from the free throw line. Courtney Beer, 3 points, 1 rebound, 1 of 2 from the field, and had her only three-pointer of the game in the fourth quarter. Breanne Barger, 10 points, 3 rebounds on 4 of 5 shooting, and 2 of 3 from the free throw line. Alexa Mallory, 6 points, 4 offensive rebounds, 2 of 3 from the field, and 2 of 4 from the line. And Logan Rouse, 11 points, 4 rebounds, 4 of 13 shooting, and 2 of 2 from the free throw line to round out a team total of 41.
How many did Brielle Wilson end up with?
I had Brielle with 6.
Okay. Yeah, it's. I'll tell you, we've talked about it. It wouldn't have won the game for the night since it was an 11-point loss, but they left 9 potential points.
Yes.
On the free throw line in the second half after being 4-4 in the first half. They were really struggling from the line in the second half. Of course, 2 of those 9 would have been back ends of bonus free throw attempts, but the Knights just didn't have things go their way.
No.
Got in some foul trouble early, and it really cost them that big 3 free throw foul late, actually to end the first quarter. Gave East Noble some momentum that they never relinquished.
Yeah, that's right, and Norwell did challenge one time, but it was just for a short spurt, and East Noble kind of regained control as they were able to make some free throws. They just took some incredible care of the basketball towards the end of that game. I mean, it's a really great ball-handling team. That's why they win so much. They shoot a pretty good percentage. They take good care of the ball, and they don't allow the other team to have a lot of possessions. And that's one of the keys. They played exactly how they wanted this game to go. They won by 11 points, scored actually well over their season average, but that's exactly how I wanted this evening to go.
Absolutely. Hey, we're going to take another quick break to see if Coach Thornton's going to join us. We'll be right back with the balance of the postgame show after these words.
Bluffton Tire, you know where they're located. Across the street from Bummy's, right at the entrance to the 4-H Park, has been serving Wells County for over 50 years. Bluffton Tire needs to be the first stop for brakes, struts, front-end alignment, and offers over 20 different brands of tires. Stop by and see Terry Jennis today or visit online at BlufftonTire.com for online specials and coupons. Bluffton Tire is open Monday through Friday, 7:30 to 5, and Saturday, 7:30 till noon.
Hi, this is Kerry Jennis at Bluffton Tire, and we'll keep you going.
Hi, this is Dale from the Voice Enterprises. For countless years, I struggled with back pain, and more often than not, the doctors would just prescribe pain meds, which would just dull the pain. It wasn't until I was referred to Indiana Physical Therapy that I truly experienced pain relief. The professionals at IPT showed me the correct exercises and stretches for my problems, and my back pain began to fade away, and as a result, my entire body began to feel better. Indiana Physical Therapy's highly trained professionals treat all types of injuries and ailments and accept all insurance. For more information on IPT or to schedule an appointment, call 824-0522 or visit indianapt.com.
And welcome back to the Big Blue Pit. We're wrapping things up from East Noble here in Kendallville. We do have one more order of business, and that's to name a WellsCountyVoice.com player of the game. For me, I'm going to go with Alexa Mallory. 6 points, 4 offensive rebounds, big ones. She actually 2 of 3 from the field, but she took a lot more shots than that.
Yeah.
Of course, those don't count as shots because she was fouled on them. 2 of 4 from the line, and she was just really tough inside. Got a couple of key rebounds at points where they really needed a bucket and was able to get a couple baskets.
Really kept the Knights in it for
I agree.
a big chunk of that basketball game.
And she didn't play all that long, so I think
so
I'm
with you 100% on that, Derek. Well, I think we've done everything we can here except for giving the Knights a conference championship. So for the last time, Norwell falls to East Noble in Kendallville this evening, 52-41. We also want to shout out and give a special thank you to our cameraman tonight, Alex Howard. For Derek Decker, this is Greg Van Meter saying so long, everybody.
We hope you enjoyed this high school sports broadcast on the Voice Sports Network. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel.
The preceding production is property of Voice Enterprises, and all rights are reserved worldwide. Thank you for listening to this production of Voice Enterprises, taking media in a new direction.